Good day, welcome to the Friday account update. So I finally passed my prop firm challenge. It was my first attempt. It took me about 4 months. This was my slow and steady approach. So I'll get into that more, and I also talk about a few things that I learned about prop firms and the model and so forth that you guys probably know, but in case anyone is unaware, I'll also discuss that. I'll talk about my strategy as well. So here's a certificate. It's a 10k account, and yeah. So here's the dashboard right here. You can see the equity curve. It was basically a one-way streak all the way up, and I started this in the 23rd of November, and I had one drawdown here where the account went from 10,400 to 10,220 $21. So that was the only drawdown. The rest is basically just a one-way streak up. So that's the equity curve right there. And the strategy that I use, I'll just open trading view here. So I talk about my strategy basically, every day on YouTube. Every video that I post is literally just my strategy in action. So I have this right here, which is basically what I use to create my bias. So I look at the different factors that drive price. So I look at the economic fundamentals, narratives, emotion, COT, positioning, and trend. And then I basically give all of these a score. And if it's basically red, like here you're seeing the dollar, it has a score of -3. So that would be me that overall the dollar is bearish based on how I look at the markets, and I basically do the same. So far the yen is giving a bullish reading, the pound is giving a bearish reading, and I do the same for equities. So oil is giving a bearish reading, Hong Kong 50, and Nasdaq equities and commodities. So that's what I look at to generate a bias on the markets, and then I just head to the charts and I use a volume profile. So if you don't know what volume profile is, you probably should. So I use volume profile, and volume profile is this right here. You have to have the essential plan on trading view, I think, to get access to volume profile. And then like these areas in here, so like areas like this right here, this would be a place that I would look to sell or buy, because those are support and resistance levels, and I call them low volume nodes. So after my system gives me a bullish or bearish reading, so Nasdaq is giving me a bearish reading, so I head to the chart and I basically look at my different levels to decide where I want to enter a buy or a sell. So you can see that just a few minutes ago or so, this, I'm not even sure. Oh, this is GBP JPY. So yeah, this is the GJ. So I recently just entered a short on GJ right here, and I've been in a short on UJ since early this morning. It's currently in some drawdown, so it's not a good day for me today. I have a sell limit here, another sell limit here. So that's basically my strategy. I generate a bias with my system, and then I head to the charts. I have my support and resistance levels marked up, and then I sell at support. I only use sell limits and buy limits. I never use market execution. So I just set a sell limit at resistance and set a buy limit at support, and that's basically how I enter. That's my strategy. So yeah, as you can see, it's very simple and it works. So next now, so I've covered a bit of my journey so far, the equity curve, how long it took and so forth, and my strategy. So now we can look at what I have learned. So first of all, I just want to say this. The prop firm business model is very shady, but it is great for those who lack capital. And I think most people look at prop firms and they know that this is shady. Like, you just look at the model, the moment you pass a challenge, you're literally a liability to the prop firm. So it is in their best interest for you to fail the challenge, or for you to not make any profits, because if you do, they're going to have to pay you out of their profits. So there's a very serious conflict of interest as it relates to prop firms, and I think everyone knows that. So the next thing is, and something that I think a lot of traders don't really take into consideration and understand the reality of what a prop firm account is the amount of returns that you actually make. So I passed this 10K prop firm challenge, and let me zoom in even a bit more here. So I passed this 10K prop firm account. The maximum drawdown on the account was 6%, and this was a trailing drawdown. This wasn't even fixed. So the maximum drawdown on the 10K account was 6%. So in reality, I'm trading a $600 account with a 1 to 16 leverage. So if I had a $600 account and I deposited that into a broker, and that broker offered 1 to 16 leverage, which is nothing. Most brokers offer 1 to 100, 1 to 500, 1 to 1,000 leverage, right? So if I had $600 and I deposited it in a live account, it would be equivalent to trading a $10,000 prop firm account with a maximum drawdown of 6%. So a 10K account, the 10K is purely marketing. All that matters is the amount that you have for drawdown. Most challenges, this was a one step, so this is why the drawdown was 6%, but most two step, the drawdown is 10%. And if you have a 10% drawdown, you're trading a $1,000 account with a maximum leverage of 1 to 10. You're not trading a 10K account. So that's the first thing. So seeing that you're trading, I was trading a $600 account and not a 10K account. Here are my stats. So I traded for 89 trading days, and this is excluding weekends and holidays. So in total, it took me 89 days, which overall that's 4 months. So the 89 days excludes, as mentioned, weekends and holidays. And in those 89 days, I took 44 trades. So in 89 trading days, I executed 44 trades. So that's less than 1 trade per day. As mentioned, this is my slow and steady account. I'll talk about my FTMO account, which I decided to just try something more aggressive, because it's my first time messing around with prop firms. So I just wanted to, just dip my toes in the water a bit. So in 89 trading days, I took a total of 44 trades, which is about 1 trade every 2 days. So that's, it's not really, it started off kind of like a swing trading, and the win rate on the account was 64%, which isn't bad for 44 trades. So that was a decent win rate, and the total return that I made on the account is 167%. A lot of people have the illusion that you only need 10% to pass a prop firm challenge. That is not true. You need 100% to pass a prop firm challenge that gives you a 10% maximum drawdown and a 10% profit target. It's not 10% to pass a challenge. As mentioned, the $10,000 and all that stuff is just marketing. It is not real. So in total, being that I was trading a $600 account and I made $1,000 on that $600 account. So I started off with $600 and I ended up with $1,600. The total return, assuming that the stop loss was being trailed, is 167%. So I made 167% return in 4 months. And that's an average of about 42% a month. And that is the reality of prop firms. I want people to understand this because a lot of people misunderstand prop firms. If you're wondering why prop firm challenges are so hard to pass, it's because of this. Like, it took me 4 months to pass this challenge, and the average return is 42% per month. So if you want to pass a prop firm challenge like I did in a 4-month time span, you would need to get a monthly average return of 42%. So those are the odds of a prop firm, right? That is the reality of trading a prop firm. So this type of return is not normal. I trade live accounts outside of prop firm accounts, and on my live account, I average about 1.8% return a month. That's my average on my live personal account, about 1.8% a month. So As mentioned, I'm a slow and steady trader. I'm not aggressive. So that's another thing. Another thing is the maximum drawdown was 18%. And again, your maximum drawdown on a prop firm account is not 6%, it's not 10%, it's the drawdown of the actual balance. So trading a $600 account, which is what I am assuming the maximum drawdown was 18%, which was when the account was up quote unquote $10,400 and came back down to $10,200 or something like that. That was the 18% drawdown that I had. So these are the statistics. This is what I learned from trading prop firm account so far. And as mentioned, I'm not going to purchase a prop firm challenge again because really it doesn't really make a lot of sense, in my opinion. There's too much conflict of interest. But if you don't have the capital, then it makes complete sense, because if you don't even have, say, you should be trading with nothing less than a minimum of $5,000 in my opinion. So if you don't have $5,000 to trade, you can maybe purchase a 50k prop firm account or a 100k prop firm account. I just purchased two 10ks because I wanted to give prop firms a try, because this challenge cost me only about $50 and the FTMO challenge cost me $100. So I'll be talking about the FTMO now. So that's for the challenge that I passed, that's what I learned and so forth. Now for FTMO, this account was the reason why I purchased two prop firm challenges is because I wanted one to be slow and steady. So I would every trade that I take on my live personal account, I would take that on one prop firm account. And then the other one, I would just be a lot more aggressive. I would just risk a lot more, take a lot of unnecessary trades. And this is the FTMO account. And my idea was that if I was more aggressive, risk a lot more, took a lot more trades, I would pass the FTMO challenge faster. But the complete opposite has happened. I've actually been trading this account since, as you can see here, the 6th of November, and the account is currently down. What's the account balance? I think it's about $9,800 or something like that. It's here. Yeah, so $9,837. That's the current balance on this account. And I thought that trading more aggressive would actually make me pass the FTMO challenge faster, but literally trading just normally how I normally trade, passive, slow and steady, this is what led me to pass an account. So that's another thing that I learned. It's paradoxical, but trying to pass it aggressively will actually lead you to either not pass or fail. As you can see, I came close to failing twice. I came close to failing this challenge twice. And but for now, as mentioned, I'm just not purchasing any more prop firm accounts. So these two 10k accounts, I already have them. So I'll just continue to just trade them for fun. In my opinion, prop firms, there's just too much conflict of interest in their business model. But as mentioned, if you don't have the capital, it's just the best and only sensible route to take. So yeah, that's about it, man. I hope you guys are trading safe in this volatile environment. If you take a look at the markets here, I went short on UJ, and unfortunately this looks like it's going to be a loser here. I should have went short here yesterday, but shoulda, woulda, coulda. On GJ, currently have a short. This is in a bit of drawdown. So risk assets are basically performing well today. We have the Nikkei here showing a lot of strength, but let's see how we close today. But it's clear today that risk assets are performing good despite yields going up. Interesting, yields are up today. But yeah, that's about it, man. I just wanted to give the regular Friday update on my prop firms and so forth. Trade safe and keep on managing your risk. Don't blow your account.